today we are going to be doing a kind of like a collective lipstick haul. I have been kind of like picking up little lipsticks here and there. That is one of like my guilty pleasures. Like anytime I go to like a TJ Maxx or like a Marshalls or a Ross, I always like to scope out the lipsticks because sometimes you can find some really good brands for super steep discounts. So I've kind of been like hanging on to these, getting them here or there. So I didn't get all of these at one time, but a couple weeks ago MAC had a sale on a lot of their lipsticks, and I am a big fan of MAC lipsticks, so I picked up a few more and decided to just like show all these together. We're gonna try them on and you can see what all of these colors look like on me. But really quickly, if you guys enjoy my videos, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It helps my channel so much. So today I have a total of 8 different lipsticks to try on, and I don't know why, but there is just something about like pinky, rosy, beigey, browny, pink lipsticks that I just love those types of colors. There's definitely like a lot of variations I like to wear, but pinky, browny, beigey, nudies are typically like my safe space when it comes to lipstick. And every time I see a really pretty lipstick that kind of falls within that broad category, I just can't help myself. Some of these lipsticks are probably going to be kind of similar, and they're definitely pretty similar to a lot of things I already own. I just couldn't help myself, so we're gonna go ahead and try all of these on. So I have lipsticks from MAC, ANASTASIA, and from Nars. So I'm gonna start by taking off my lip color. And since I'm gonna be like taking lipsticks on and off, please excuse the application. It's not going to be like perfectly applied. I'm just going to try to get like the color on there to see what I think about it. And I don't think I'm gonna like go back and forth with lip liner or not. Typically I always wear like a lip liner to kind of just define my lips a little bit more. So these might look slightly different than how I would actually wear them. I'm just trying to get an idea of what all these colors look like on me. So I think we're gonna start off with the Nars lipstick. I believe I got this from like a TJ Maxx. This one is from their Explicit lipstick line, and this one is in the color Lucious. I paid $8.99 for this one from TJ Maxx. I don't think I own any of the Nars lipsticks that look like this, so this is my first one of this one. It's very cool. I love the like satiny black packaging, and then it has like the glossy Nars on here. I just think it looks super high-end and very fancy. And I really like that this one has one of those magnetic caps, so it just like snaps right back on. So I would feel a lot better of like carrying a lipstick like this around in my purse, because I know that that magnetic closure is gonna, you know, keep it from making a total mess. So this is the color Lucious. It's a little bit of a deeper color than what I would typically go for, but it's still totally in that realm of like my comfort colors. It's just a little bit towards the darker side. So I'm gonna go ahead and find a mirror, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply this color. Alright, so this is what Lucious looks like on me. I really like this tone. It's like kind of slightly towards more of like the warmer, reddy, orangey kind of tones, but I actually kind of like this one. It's not too dark. I actually like it a lot. The formula feels really nice too. It's more of like a satin kind of texture. It's definitely on the thinner side. Like it doesn't feel thick or like it drags across the lips. It glides really smoothly. And I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the bullet shape, because it does have more of like a squared, like a rounded square almost, which is different. I'm usually more used to the ones that are more like a teardrop with a point at the top. So I actually kind of like this one though. It was very easy to apply, and obviously I didn't put any lip liner on, but this is a really pretty color. I like this one a lot. I feel like it's giving me a little bit more of like maybe fall vibes, just a little bit, but quite like that one. So next up I have 2 from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think I bought these on the same day, and these I also got from TJ Maxx. They were $7.99 each, and these are called their Satin lipstick. So the 2 colors I have is Honey Taupe, and then I also have Peach Bud. So Honey Taupe's a little bit more of like a yellowy beige, whereas Peach Bud has a little bit more pink to it. So I'm gonna go with Honey Taupe first, and the bullet case on these are also very pretty. pretty. They actually kind of remind me a lot of like a shotgun shell almost. It's just so pretty though. It's kind of got like the fluted bottom, and then the top of it is just that smooth metal, and it's a beautiful like rose goldy kind of copper tone. So once again, this one is called Honey Taupe, and then the actual bullet here looks like that. So this one kind of reminds me a little bit of like MAC's Yash almost. That is what's coming to like mind just from memory. That's what it's reminding me of. These are the types of colors that sometimes will look good on me and sometimes will look bad. So let's just see what this color is going to look like on me. This is definitely the bullet shape I'm much more accustomed to. Alright, so this is the color Honey Taupe. So like I was saying, this one definitely goes a little bit more that orangey warm yellow kind of tone. I think I can still pull this color off, but it is just a little bit more on the borderline of like, something doesn't look quite right. I will definitely still wear this, and I could always like, you know, mix it with other colors and things like that. Knowing what I know now, I probably would have like skipped on this color though, just because it is, you know, I don't know, I feel like the pink side just kind of suits me a little bit more, but I would totally still make this work. I think it totally would still work. The formula of this one was just slightly drier than the Nars lipstick. That one was very like thin and creamy and glided on very well. This one still glided on very well, but it did take just a little bit more effort to really get it on there. But I do think that this one like had just a little bit more pigment to it right off the bat. And this one smells exactly like the MAC vanilla lipstick. So exactly like to the T. Very, very similar. So let me double check the Nars one. I forgot to check for a scent. This one doesn't really seem to have a scent to it. If it does, it's very, very faint and I'm not perceiving it, but I don't really think this one has much of a scent. All right, so that is the color Honey Taupe. So moving on to the Peach Bud color. This one I think is going to be a lot more up my alley just because I love more of the pinky tones. So once again, same packaging here. This is what this one looks like. I can already tell this one's just going to be like way better for me. Alright, this one I think is way better. This one is the Peach Bud color, just having a little bit more of like that orange rather than the yellow really like made a huge difference for me. I still think this one is a really pretty like warm tone lipstick, but I actually really do like this one as well. So this is one I totally will see myself using like all the time if I just want like a little bit more of like a peachier kind of pink kind of color, but this one's definitely my favorite between the Honey Taupe. I think this one just suits me a little bit better. Once again, that same MAC lipstick smell. That is like my all-time favorite lipstick smell. I love it so much. And this one is very comfortable formula on the lips too. It's that nice like satin formula, but it has a lot of pigment to it. So it's not like too slip and slidey or anything. Like I feel like this is one that would have some pretty good longevity just based on like the texture of it on my lips. So now moving on, I have 5 MAC lipsticks to share with you guys. I did have a 6th one, but it was on back order and then they weren't able to fill it, so I never ended up getting that lipstick. But 4 of the ones that I have are a formula I've never tried before. I don't know if these are new or not. I just saw them and I was like, ooh, those look pretty. They call them the MACximal Sleek Satin Lipsticks. So I've got 4 of those to share, and then I have one of the Lustreglass Lipstick from like their regular Lustreglass line, and that one is called, it's called Sell Out with a $sign for the S. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the Sell Out color first, but I did want to compare the bullet size to them. So this one here is the MACximal. It's slightly taller in like the packaging size, so it's just a little bit bigger than the actual regular one. I don't know if the product size is more. Let me see if it tells me that. You're getting a 0.5 gram more of lipstick in the MACximal lipstick formula, so it's 3 grams for the regular and 3.5 grams for the MACximal. I have a handful of Lustreglass finish ones. I really like those because they do have more of like a glossy, lighter sheer kind of color to them, so I think they're a lot more wearable. So with this one, 542 Sell Out, let's go ahead and try that one on. This one is an absolute yes for me. So with that Lustreglass texture, it is a little bit more of that slip and slidey kind of glossier kind of look, but it still has a lot of really pretty color. This is like probably one of my perfect tone lipsticks. In my opinion, it's got just enough pink, just enough brown. It's not too intense either way. It's just like a very subtle peachy pinky kind of color. So these are really the ones that I gravitate towards. And with it being more of like a slightly lighter, thinner texture, it definitely just glides on so easy. However, this is definitely one of those lipsticks that I feel like texture-wise you would have to reapply throughout the day, just because it's going to, you know, not stick around as long, but it's so comfortable on the lips. It's perfect if you do like a little bit of like a slight kind of hydration factor to your lips. Lustreglass is a really great formula for that. So I'm so glad that I picked that one up. And the price I paid for this one was $16.20. So now moving on to the MACximal lipsticks. I did get like some different like undertones of lipsticks here, so we're gonna see if I like any of these. This one is probably the one I'm most nervous about. This one is number 624. It's called Acting Natural, and it is a matte lipstick. They call it the Silky Matte. This one, I think, oh yeah, this one is going to be interesting. It's a little bit more on like the yellowy brown, but it's like slightly gray toned. So this one is either gonna go really good or really bad, but let's just go ahead and find out. Okay, this one's really interesting. So number one, this one really gives me like concealer lips vibes, but I don't hate it. It's like a step darker than what I used to do back in the early 2000s when like concealer lips were crazily the vibe. This one gives me like super blanked out lips look, but I kind of don't hate it. This one's interesting, especially with the formula, with it being matte. I think this is an extremely comfortable matte. I was expecting like kind of more of a dry matte formula. This still has just a little bit of like a satiny finish to it in my opinion. It's not like a 100% pure matte. I think what I would do to make this a little bit more wearable is I would get a slightly darker brown lip liner, and I think that would kind of make it look a little less concealer lips, but I do kind of like this color. I'm surprised that I like it so much. But I would absolutely have to wear this one with a lip liner just to kind of make my lips look like they're not completely disappearing. I know this is probably a polarizing color, so if you don't like it, no hard feelings. I don't blame you, but I do kind of like it. So next up we have a really iconic lip color that has been re-released. I don't think I owned the original of this shade, so when I saw that they were bringing it out with this MACximal line, I was like, yes, I need to get that one. This was one of their satin lipsticks. This is number 836. This one is called Fleshpot. So this I know is one of their like super popular colors, and I just wanted to know what it was like for myself. This I think might be like the perfect, like slightly more wearable version of the last color that I just tried on. I feel like this one gives me like the same tone and depth, but just a little bit more pinkier. It's gonna give me a little bit more life to my lips, so I'm so excited to try this one. Alright, so this is the color Fleshpot. Once again, very like kind of concealer lips, but it does have just a little bit more of that pinky warmth to it that I think makes me look a little bit less dead. And the formula of this one definitely has a lot more gloss to it. This one just, it almost feels like in between a satin and a Lustreglass. Like it feels more glossy than just a satin lipstick to me, but I do like this one. It's very comfortable on the lips. Once again, I would totally like have to wear this with a darker lip liner to like not make my lips disappear, but this is such a pretty color. I really like it. I just need the right liner to like make it look a little bit more wearable, but I'm so glad I have this color. And I forgot to mention these last two lipsticks, I paid $15 each for those. Next up we have a little bit more of a cooler toned pink, and I love the idea of cool toned pinks, but sometimes I feel like they just don't look good on me, but I want them to look good on me, but they don't, but I want them to. So we're gonna see how this one looks. This one is number 821. This is another one of the satin lipsticks, and this one's called Pink Peppermint. I thought it was a really cute name, so let's go ahead and try this one out. So like I was saying, cool tone pink. This one's definitely a little bit more of like that mauve-y borderline into like a purpley pink, but still more pink, more of like a gray pink. Yeah, I think gray pink is what I'd call this one. So I hope this one looks good because I really want it to. Okay, so this is what pink peppermint looks like on me. I actually don't hate this. I do quite like it. It kind of gives me like Snob meets like maybe like Saint Germain, somewhere between Snob and Saint Germain. That's what I think it's kind of giving me. It's not as like crazy intense, but it's like definitely a borderline on like the pinky cool gray tone. But I kind of like it. Once again, I think with the right lip liner, it would really like make it look a little bit more wearable. But I actually really like this one. I think this would be a really good color for me for fall time because it does have that little bit more of a gray tone to it. I just kind of feel like it's really pretty, and maybe like with a more, maybe like a slightly cooler eye, I think it would work too. Some people are probably like, girl, that looks terrible on you, but I kind of like it. Can't help it, I kind of like it. And it's also one of those like colors that I feel like makes your teeth look a little yellow. I do not have the whitest teeth ever, but so I don't know, I'm kind of feeling this one. Back in the day, I used to have an obsession with lavender lipsticks, but they always looked horrible on me, and I knew that, but I wanted to like them. But I feel like this is probably the closest I could get to like a wearable kind of pinky lavendery kind of lipstick without it like looking absolutely crazy. So yeah, I'm kind of about this one. All right, and finally we have the last color. This one's a little bit more of like the brightest, punchiest kind of color that I have. This one is number 808, and it's called Grapefruit Pucker, and it is also a satin formula. This one kind of gives me like super bright flamingo pink kind of vibes. Very pretty in the tube. Let's see how it looks on me. Sometimes I feel like these colors like are just pretty but don't suit me, so let's see. It kind of reminds me almost like if you mixed MAC Flamingo with Sushi Kiss, kind of how it has like that pinky corally kind of color, but let's go ahead and try. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this color did not lie. It definitely looks just as bright and intense as it does in the tube on my lips. I do like this one, but it's definitely giving me like summer vacation vibes, like I need a margarita in my hand. I do think it's really a pretty pink, but it's an out there kind of color. I typically tend to go a little bit more neutral and subtle on the lips, but I do like the color itself. It's a little bright for me. I do like it though. Once again, the right lip liner would kind of like make it look a little less like, you know, just like flat. I'm kind of liking it. It's a pretty one. I really like that one. It's really pretty. So those are all of my most recent lipstick purchases. I know I buy a lot of makeup, but there's just something about like a pretty new lipstick that no matter how many lipsticks I have, I just can't help myself. So it was a lot of fun to try on all of these colors and see what I think about them. I'm just such a lipstick fiend. So definitely let me know, what color do you think looked the best on me? And you can let me know which ones maybe didn't look the best. As long as you're nice about it, I don't mind the criticism. But I definitely think the more like peachy pinky ones are a little bit more my style. So there's always a time and place for like a really fun bright lipstick like this one, but you know, every once in a while it's kind of fun to do something different. And I will also be including swatches of all the colors so you can see them all just a little bit better. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on social media. Links are below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.